Danger is quietly moving back toward Genoa City, and no one may be ready for the shock that comes next. A secret everyone thought was buried is starting to rise again, and that could bring fear, betrayal, heartbreak, and danger back to the people who least expect it. At the same time, love is growing in unexpected places, old feelings are becoming harder to ignore, and some families may be pushed into painful battles they never wanted. This May, The Young and the Restless is setting up one emotional storm after another. But when all these shockers begin to unfold, who will be strong enough to survive what is coming? The Young and the Restless spoilers reveal that some serious challenges and emotional blow-ups are ahead on the CBS soap. May is shaping up to be a dramatic month, with at least 7 major shockers waiting to shake Genoa City. Some of these twists will bring danger, some will bring heartbreak, some may even bring romance in places where people thought the door had already closed. But one thing is clear: the people of Genoa City are about to face choices that could change their futures. First, let's talk about Matt Clark's comeback countdown. Sienna Backall believes Matt is dead, but that belief may not last much longer. According to spoilers, Matt will prove he has 9 lives, and his return to Genoa City is coming. That alone creates a chilling feeling because Matt's comeback is not expected to be peaceful. He is making his way back for another round of revenge. For Sienna, this could become a nightmare all over again. She thought one chapter had ended, but if Matt is truly coming back, then the danger is only beginning. This is where the suspense becomes very strong. Sienna may think the threat is gone, but viewers know that in soaps the past rarely stays buried. Matt's return could bring fear, secrets, and more emotional chaos. His comeback may also force several characters to face the damage he has already caused. In my opinion, this is one of the biggest May shockers because it brings back a true sense of danger. It is not just about romance or family conflict. It is about revenge, survival, and the fear of what Matt may do once he returns to Genoa City. Next, Newman will have a breakthrough with Holden Novak. Spoilers say Claire will share a vulnerable moment with Holden, and that moment could make things feel deeper and more intimate between them. This is important because their connection may be changing. What once felt like more of a fun fling could now become something more meaningful. Claire and Holden may be moving into a new stage of their relationship, and that brings a softer kind of drama. It is not explosive in the same way Matt's return is, but emotionally it could still matter a lot. When a character opens up and shows vulnerability, it usually means trust is growing. For Claire, that could be a big step. For Holden, it may also show that he is becoming more important in her life than people expected. The emotional question here is simple. Is this really the start of something lasting, or is it only a brief moment before more trouble gets in the way? For longtime fans, this kind of slow emotional shift can be very satisfying. It gives the audience a reason to watch closely, because one small conversation could become the beginning of a much bigger love story. So now let's move to Nick Newman's painful journey. Nick will be trying to return to normal life, but spoilers say that will not be easy. He will face struggles and setbacks as he works to conquer his drug addiction. This is a very emotional storyline because Nick is not just dealing with one problem. He is fighting for his health, his future, and his ability to rebuild his life. That kind of journey takes strength, but it also takes support. Spoilers say Nick's battle may bring him closer to Sharon Newman as he leans on her during this difficult time. That creates a powerful emotional layer because Sharon has often been someone who understands Nick in a deep way. This does not mean everything will be simple. Addiction recovery can bring pain, fear, and uncertainty. Nick may want to move forward, but the road back will be hard. His loved ones may also have to watch him struggle, which could bring heartbreak of its own. In my opinion, this storyline has strong emotional value because it shows Nick in a vulnerable place. He is not the strong Newman son who can fix everything overnight. He is a man trying to face something painful, and that makes his journey feel real. The future implication is clear. If Nick allows Sharon to support him, their bond may grow stronger. But if the struggle becomes too heavy, it could test everyone around him. Next, Kane Ashby will face a legal crisis. Lily Winters will worry when Kane gets arrested. That alone creates tension, but Kane will not give up. He will vow to get out on bail and still save Malcolm Winters in New York as planned. This puts Kane in a difficult position. He has legal trouble on one side and a promise to Malcolm on the other. Lily will be watching all of this closely, and her concern may open the door to something more emotional between them. Spoilers say Kane and Lily will also feel some electricity between them. There may even be a kiss coming soon. Lily is starting to see Kane's good side again, especially if he comes through for Malcolm as promised. This is where the emotional tension grows. Lily may want to be careful, but feelings can return when someone proves they still have heart. Kane's arrest creates fear, but his determination to help Malcolm may remind Lily of the man she once believed in. The possible kiss is important, but the deeper issue is trust. Can Lily truly trust Kane again? Can Kane prove that he is not just making promises, but actually following through? In my opinion, this storyline has a strong mix of romance and uncertainty. It gives viewers hope, but it also leaves room for heartbreak. If Kane fails, Lily could be disappointed again, but if he succeeds, their connection may become harder to deny. So now let's talk about Billy Abbott and Victoria Newman's feud. Billy may face charges of his own because his name is also mentioned in the evidence the Newmans fabricated against Philly's Summers. That could create a serious problem for him, especially at a time when he is preparing for a baby and a wedding. This is a dangerous moment for Billy. He has a future ahead of him, but legal trouble could threaten everything. Victoria could put Billy's freedom in jeopardy, and if that happens, she may earn his wrath. This feud could become very intense because Billy and Victoria have a long history. When emotions are already complicated, legal danger makes everything worse. It is one thing to argue, it is another thing when someone's freedom may be at risk. For Billy, this could feel like a betrayal. For Victoria, it may be about protecting her family or dealing with the fallout of Newman decisions. But either way, the result could be explosive. In my opinion, this is one of the most dramatic setups because Billy has so much to lose. A baby, a wedding, and his freedom are all connected to this moment. If Victoria plays a role in putting him in danger, their feud could become very personal. The future implication is that this may not be a simple argument. It could turn into a bigger war between Billy and Victoria, with Phillies and the Newmans still tied to the drama. Next, Adam Newman and Chelsea Lawson will talk about their next chapter together. Spoilers say Adam and Chelsea will have an important conversation about the future. After they find out about Sally's pregnancy and engagement to Billy, it could lead them to discuss whether they want a wedding and maybe even another baby. That is a big emotional step. Adam and Chelsea have been through so much, and now they may be thinking about what comes next for them as a couple. But there is still a shadow over Adam. Spoilers say he will find it hard to shake certain parts of Spider and the whole Vegas ordeal. That means he will have issues to work through with Chelsea. This adds emotional depth to their story. On one side, there is hope. They may talk about marriage, family, and a new beginning. On the other side, Adam still carries the weight of what happened in Vegas. Chelsea may want to support him, but Adam's inner struggles could create tension. He may want to move forward yet still feel trapped by parts of his past. In my opinion, Adam and Chelsea's storyline works because it mixes romance with emotional reality. A new chapter sounds beautiful, but healing is not always quick. If Adam cannot fully let go of what happened, then Chelsea may have to be patient, strong, and honest with him. Finally, Audra Charles will try to pull Noah Newman closer. Spoilers say Audra will work to strengthen her reconnection with Noah, and that could create jealousy for Sienna. If Sienna feels threatened, she may strike back. This brings another emotional triangle of tension into May. Audra is not someone who usually fades quietly into the background. If she wants to reconnect with Noah, she may push hard. That could make Sienna feel insecure, angry, or betrayed. Jealousy can be dangerous on a soap because it often leads to impulsive choices. Sienna may not simply watch from the sidelines. If she strikes back, the situation could grow more complicated very quickly. The emotional pull here is strong because Noah may become caught between old feelings, new complications, and Sienna's reaction. Audra's move could open the door to heartbreak, confrontation, and more drama. In my opinion, this storyline has strong future potential because jealousy often reveals what people really feel. Sienna's reaction may show just how much Noah matters to her. Audra's actions may also show whether her interest in Noah is emotional, strategic, or something in between. So when we look at all 7 shockers together, May is clearly going to be packed with drama on the young and the restless. Matt's return could bring danger back to Genoa City. Claire and Holden may grow closer in a more meaningful way. Nick will face a painful recovery journey and may lean on Sharon for support. Kane's arrest will worry Lily, but his promise to help Malcolm could bring them closer again. Billy and Victoria may head into a fierce feud over legal trouble tied to the Newmans' fabricated evidence against Phillies. Adam and Chelsea will consider their future while Adam still struggles with the Vegas ordeal. And Audra's attempt to reconnect with Noah may push Sienna into jealousy and possible retaliation. Each storyline has its own emotional weight. Some bring fear, some bring hope, some bring heartbreak, but together they create a month full of suspense, family tension, romance, and difficult choices. The young and the restless spoilers say there is plenty of exciting news ahead, so fans should stay tuned for all the action happening this May.